Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to the Boom Bar. My name is Shola Rogers.
My name is Oladolupo.
Together, we will take you on a journey through time, and we'll be talking music, sports, politics, and everything
In between.
And if you're just joining us for the first time, the Boom Bar is all about us kicking back, relaxed in a very, nice ambience, nice environment. And we talk, at times it gets heated up, at times it's just so laid back. But whatever it is, we also encourage you to be a part of it. And of course, you can reach us on all our social media platforms at Boom Radio NG, at Boom Radio NG1 on Twitter, on Facebook. And we're also streaming on YouTube now. So if you're listening to us and you want to watch, just have a visual of what's going on, then of course this is the place to be. We'll be talking about the recap of events from the weekend, and I'm praying that there's a certain event that Dolupo does not bring up, because I am in denial about some things and it's going to hurt so bad.
Which one? The one that Nigeria is not playing AFCON again.
Oh, has AFCON started?
Oh wow.
When did they? Oh, there's a new AFCON.
There's a new AFCON now.
Oh, I thought they said they are postponing that one.
They are postponing it. I can see it.
So moving on to more important and more.
Excuse you.
Yeah, I am excused. Thank you.
Hello everybody. Knockout stages. As some people got knocked out officially.
There's nothing you're gonna gain in being mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm just pointing at the fact that reasons why I don't watch Nigerian match.
Here we go again. You are pressing them before.
I don't, and I did not watch yesterday's zone, and I'm happy I did not. I'm very, very happy I did not.
Well, a wise man once said, "Yala, anybody can be beaten anytime, anywhere."
The funny thing is that I saw a tweet today, and I think that Nigerians don't have chill. You would think that after Nigeria got beaten, shout out to Ghana though, because now there's Nigeria and Ghana qualifying match that everybody was like, okay, nobody was seeing that coming, and everybody thought that CAF did that purposely. But of course, we know it's just the draws and all that.
Is it rub of the draws?
We know it's just the draws, but everybody has been worried about how come there isn't so much like. You would expect that after Nigeria got beaten and got kicked out of AFCON yesterday, there'll be so much backlash from Ghana on social media.
There is, and there was.
There was and there is. I thought there would have been more. So someone tweeted, I saw this tweet where someone said that, what happened to Ghana? That how come Ghana is not... what's it called? They're not trolling Nigeria as you would expect. And then a Nigerian, obviously, replied that tweet and said, because Benz fell inside gutter does not mean that it's Honda. Oh my God. I'm like, seriously? Like, you literally, you are still going to be proud in your defeats? Like, you are still proud on top of the defeats again.
That's Nigeria.
That's really Nigeria for you. Of course, for people that do know what we were talking about, we know the AFCON is going on and Nigeria has officially bounced out of the round of 16 yesterday against Tunisia. It was a 1-0. There was a red card that Alex Iwobi got 7 minutes after he came into the game. There's been a lot of red cards this round of 16. The other games were at the same time. There was Burkina Faso also won that. It was a 1-1. It was penalties, and Gabon also had a red card. That also, so it's a very what would we say? Looks like it's a red card round of 16.
Yeah, everybody's seeing red.
Everybody's seeing red.
There's always going to be issues with officiating. Even at the Euros, at the World Cup, people would always have issues.
Because they are human beings at the end of the day. Everybody is...
But at times, people don't even understand the rules. At times, they're just applying the rules, you get.
Yeah.
So, a lot of things would happen, and it's not what you think
You
it is.
think it is.
You just need to at times maybe understand the rules and all of that. At times the referees are just not on top of their game, like you said. They're human and they're gonna.
Oh yeah, everybody is.
They're gonna make errors.
As long as they're not robots.
Yeah, but for me, the Nigeria versus Tunisia game is a game that shows that we should learn how to take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
It's a game that also shows that we tend to overrate ourselves a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Which is not bad for confidence, but in reality, when reality bites, you get to see that, look.
You see really what happens, yeah?
This is the real situation.
I agree.
The truth is, I know a few people, and you might think it's because we've lost now. But I know one or two people who kept on going on. We even mentioned it the other day. Maduka was the best for that position amongst the rest.
That's the thing. Camp. Everybody's going on about the goalkeeper the
and
everything.
Know what they saw. Again, they play together as a team. They lose as a team. So I don't like the situation where people
single out one person.
And someone said, "Oh, they said look." The truth is, if we had won yesterday,
nobody
even with the way they played, even if with the way he considered that goal,
if they had scored as well,
nobody would come and say Maduka is bad. They're
exactly.
Just say, oh, he considered one
considered a goal. I get it. Everybody's going on about.
Let's stop being sore losers.
But
the Tunisians
also
did a job on us. They did a number.
I think they did, because when you look at their which I did not think that we were going to lose, because looking at their group stage, they literally struggled. They struggled to get to the round of 16, but I saw a little bit of saw highlights, and I saw here and there, and I saw a lot of people going on about it. Looked like we're playing the exact same way, and the Tunisians had mastered how we played.
That's it,
and that was it. And I'm lost. What did Alex Iwobi? I'm sorry. I know. I think I'm really, like, per day now, I'm beginning to look at it that there is a lot more to Alex Iwobi being in the Nigerian team, because I'm lost. What's your plan?
Well, I think he's probably just going through a bad patch in his career, and his head is probably not.
He had a good patch.
Yes, Iwobi was not always this singled out by people for curse. People were praising him at some point. So I remember the good times and the good days, and I would like to cut him some slack and say, okay, I get it. I know why. This is happening, because it happens to the best of us. However, it needs to shape up. What is it called? Shape up.
Shape up, yeah.
It needs to shape up or be shipped out.
And
the thing is that, like I said, the Tunisians did a number on us.
Oh, yeah.
What they did was they studied that Nigeria was using the flanks, Chukwueze and Simon. Chukwueze and Simon.
And
Simon
they
and Chukwueze.
decided to just keep those people.
So what they
bay.
did was to double team them, and which meant that they were going to be putting people from the center of their defense towards the flanks, which would have been a sign for Nigeria to go through the middle.
To really change
your own tactics and switch up and go through the middle. And that's why they brought Iwobi in, to add up the numbers in the middle, because he would play as a central midfielder, maybe as a 10.
But unfortunately,
he got that. And so when people kept on coming at Eguava, I'm like, remember that he actually did switch it up.
He did switch it up. It was just the person that
again
switched it up with.
For the record,
decided to be.
I kept on saying it. We should not discredit anything that Gernot Rohr had achieved with this team. And they said he didn't do anything. Now you see that he's.
Now you see that it's actually miracles. not. He's not doing badly as well. And really miracles. Not talk about Eguava as well. I think he's done amazing with the time.
How many training sessions did they have?
With the time that they had, it's even though now we know that he's officially not that he stepped down as the interim coach.
And that's the mistake again. That is another mistake.
That's another mistake. We're back to status quo again.
Quote me on this. You're going to go and bring someone who doesn't know anything about the team,
and then we're starting
Ghana
all over again.
For World Cup qualifiers, home and away. You should have just left this man. I'm telling you.
Let him let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. He is beginning to get the team. And I think it would have helped. It really would have helped them. But it's official now. He has definitely stepped down from being their coach. And as of today, there is Guinea, Gambia, and Cameroon, Comoros. I'm sure that a lot of people are not interested in this
I
stats.
don't even know what you're talking about.
But I will still say it. It's
Like someone tweeted a few hours ago, for many Nigerians, AFCON is over.
Oh yeah. For many Nigerian AFCON is over. I'm still talking about football. It's still not about AFCON. There's Premier League. Premier League is still been going on, even though it seemed to have taken a bit of back burner. But anyway, Arsenal. You know when you have you just wanted to just rest your head yesterday. Arsenal was playing. Nigeria was playing. And I made sure I did not watch any. Because I like my blood pressure is very important to me. It's not a nice thing. Shout out to us Nigerians and Gunners. We're doing a lot. Also Manchester United players, but I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, Arsenal played yesterday and they played Burnley at home and they drew. I will not even go there.
Yeah, interesting weekend in the EPL. When you look at the way the things were stacked, the funny thing was that Chelsea played Tottenham, and it was a good time for Tottenham to
step up.
Because they have like 4 games at hand. Yeah, let's say 3 games.
Yeah, and that was the person that everybody was rooting for. Like they're probably going to bounce the likes of Arsenal and West Ham.
Nobody's talking about Man City.
Man City, what happens to them?
Oh, okay.
What happens to Man City? No, I was talking about Sunday matches. I'm not going to Saturday matches.
Okay, go ahead.
I was talking about Sunday matches.
Okay.
And we know that Liverpool also beat Crystal Palace. Leicester City and Brighton 1-1. What's happening with Leicester? Then
Leicester is missing Ndidi and Iheanacho, especially Ndidi.
Yeah, true though. Very true. Chelsea and Tottenham, you had said it earlier, that Chelsea definitely did that on what's it called?
And there's a problem there. Romelu Lukaku cannot catch a break. The fans, not that they are.
I think they're almost done with him.
They have turned on him.
Yeah, they're done with him. They're done with him. And on Saturday there was the Manchester City Southampton, and like the same way with Arsenal's game, you would think that is an easy 3 points. But here we are. Man City is drawing with Southampton.
They were actually a goal down. Southampton actually led in that game.
But the thing is that they can afford it now.
Yeah, but that 1 point means a lot to teams like Liverpool and Chelsea.
Oh, yes, it does. But, there's still quite some gap. So that's why I said that for now, they can afford it. For some people that cannot afford to drop points. But here we are. Anyway, Manchester United also won their game against West Ham. West Ham is also another team that cannot afford to drop points.
They are in the mix for the top 6.
Yeah.
And Man United had a tough game on their hands and everything.
They did. But they definitely came back. They came through.
Martial ball to Cavani to Rashford for a tap-in. Very interesting game.
Also, Aston Villa beat Everton. Aston Villa they're not doing badly.
If you want to become the coach of Liverpool, this is how you go about it.
This is how you go about it, yeah.
You go to Scotland, you win the trophy there.
That. You get,
then you come and you take a mid-level or low-level team,
and then
you start working wonders with them.
Yeah, you step up.
Then you now get the big job.
Exactly.
At Anfield.
Oh no.
And that is the story of Steven Gerrard.
Oh, we know that's the bottom line at the end of the day. And Wolves actually beat Brentford at home 2-1. Newcastle, your favorite club, beat Leeds 1-0. We know that they're trying so hard to get out of relegation. We don't know how that is going to be very
get a couple of players to come through.
Possible. Yeah, we know that if you the transfer season is still on, so
yeah, the market will close in about 4 or 5 days. And Newcastle are still trying to get players from France and some other Premier League teams. There are issues here and there. Money is not a problem, but they need to sort out.
Yeah, and then we also know that
January is difficult.
January is not very easy. Yes, January is actually not very, very easy when it comes to transfer window. So it looks like they might have to write this out depending. If I don't see them, I hope they don't get relegated. But even if they don't get relegated, they don't look like a team that is going to do very well this season. They've lost too many points. I think they've lost a lot of points. Maybe looking at it from next season, they might definitely start to pick up. And let's move off football for a bit, as still talking about sports. Now, a protest has been planned for Australian Open, the women's finals, as fans have decided to wear a Peng Shuai shirt. In fact, there is a fundraiser to buy about 1,000 shirts of this shirts, and it's supposed to be a protest about, and looks like the Australian Open. Now, what really wasn't is that the people in charge of the Australian Open do not want the competitors to wear this shirt.
Yeah, because a lot of people will say that they want to separate sports from politics and politics from sports. The story of Peng Shuai is a very sad one, and
nobody still knows where she is.
Yes, and a lot of people see it as an opportunity to use the platform to create more awareness about it. For me, knowing how difficult it is in the country that she lives in, it might not amount to anything because we know how tough they are. But again, that doesn't mean that we should not try.
We shouldn't try, yeah.
Awareness. So the organizers, of course, will try to shut it down, hoping that it doesn't take the shine off or create a little bit of controversy surrounding their tournament. But at the end of the day, where's the humanity and also how do we be our brother and sisters keeper in this situation?
Keepers. So let's move off that, and there's a little bit of there's just entertainment just over the weekend as well. There was a video that was going about, and I think it's still trending up till today. Wizkid and Davido.
Yes.
It was, I think it was a breath of fresh air. Like, wow.
When I saw that video, I was very happy. I have been a fan of both of these amazing artists for a while now. Then again, I belong to a very, very funny group of thought. I belong to a group that always says, why do I have to choose? When they ask you this or that questions, they ask you those things at times for controversy. Oh, Messi or Ronaldo, Wizkid or Davido. I'm like, both. Coffee or tea, both. I'll drink coffee when I want. I'll drink tea when I want.
Tea when I want.
I've always been that person. Like, why do I have to choose between Davido and Wizkid? Sadly, some of their fans have gone down that route where, a lot of people in Wizkid FC, that's what his fans are called, would always troll the people in 30BG.
30BG gang.
And they're going on back and forth, cursing themselves and calling themselves out. And I always prayed for a moment like this. Like, I know that recently I saw a video of interviews that talked about what really caused the rift.
Oh,
and
really?
If you look at the video from both angles that I saw it, I actually did a little bit of research about a few weeks ago. You will find that it was just a misunderstanding. Do you want me to quickly talk about it?
Oh, please go ahead, because I'm not even sure.
So in the video that I saw, according to Davido, they were on the same flight together to America. And they talked when they saw themselves. They greeted themselves. Oh, you're going to be... I think they were going to be in ATL or somewhere. I can't remember. So they were both happy to be on the same flight and happy to be staying almost in the same hotel or one funny thing like that. Now, when they got there, when they got to America and all, when they landed, Wizkid now saw the images of his billboard and everything, and he was excited, and he took a picture and tweeted and talked about, no, and this is bigger than anything or whatever. Now, according to him, that he had done one or two shows that were not that big, and it looked like he was really stepping up his game.
Yeah.
So that was what he was referring to.
Okay.
Now, guess what? Davido had played that same place the year before.
Okay.
So Davido, on his own part, saw it and felt, wait, why is this guy dissing me? Because I played in this place before. So he's saying this is bigger. Meanwhile, Wizkid was comparing himself to himself. Like, you know that smart thing about being in competition with yourself. So that misunderstanding led to Davido's response, and then they now started coming at each other, even in songs. You know, there's the part where they say we local, but we get a passport or one for anything, you know. And I'm like, oh no, these guys are missing it. Although, at times, it's good for business.
It is good for business. And it's very possible that these things maybe did not drag as much. But of course, you know how people are, in the way we go on about these things. And I will still keep saying that we really, really need to be calming down. Like you said, it's some of these things are really not what I think some of these things are really not as deep. Some of these things are just little misunderstandings that a lot of people now feel, and it becomes bigger than you would expect it to be. Some of these things are actually just publicity stunts.
Yeah,
at the end of the
in
day.
their case, it wasn't a stunt.
No, I'm just saying, different scenarios do different things.
And after all said and done, you know, they probably didn't know that they were going to meet at the club that night at Qlux in Lagos. The beauty of it is they met, they hugged for a long while, and they were like speaking into each other's ears and stuff. And me, I was interpreting it like, okay, now, so David, what did they happen now? We went to our studio, you know, and David's like, anytime when you're ready, who go produce us? Say, now P Prime, no be P Prime, now Mastercraft. Okay, now.
Okay, enough for the conversation.
I'm just telling you how it went.
Thank you.
You don't understand.
We know.
When you are there, you don't understand how these things happen.
You are suddenly there now.
I was not really there.
Anyway,
but, you know, I was there.
Talking about a little bit of controversy. I don't know if you've seen this thing. It's been all over Instagram where a particular actress or actor, that we'll call it now, has officially remarried.
Congratulations to the person.
But there's been a lot of controversy around it because, first things first, they claim that she's married to someone that has been married with 4 children, and in fact, there's a post where her former husband put out a picture of she and this particular man and her former husband in the same picture. And he wrote, "Your replacement is closer than you think."
That's what the former husband
That's what he said. And I'm like, okay.
So the person that he took a picture with was his friend?
Kind of.
Okay.
And I'm like, because I'm honestly not a very gossip inclined person, because I'm like, okay, that's their life, yeah? But we see a lot of these things happen, and there's been a lot of allegations back and forth. In fact, the one I saw lately this morning was a picture of her second child, and this is a new husband being put together, and like that, her former husband needs to do a paternity test. That are they even sure that
the children they had together
are actually his and not for this man?
What's the actor's name again?
Messi Aigbe. And first things that I want to one of the reasons why I brought this thing up is that, number one, I don't know if that is how it is, or I know that's how it is, but the first thing that always pops up in my head when I hear this kind of things are, how does it affect me? How does it add money to my bank account? Because I'm like, okay, it's a lot of gist that everybody said. I'm like, okay, and then what do you want to do? You want to go to a house and come and beat her? I don't understand. 2, it has now got so bad that children, which if I know probably, the particular child in this context is not an adult. And is now being put in this mix. So
there are a lot of people on the internet trolling.
Yes,
and
trolling her and talking about it. And I'm like, this is one of the reasons why if you're a celebrity, you don't know the reasons why she does what she does. It's nobody's business. Left to me, my opinion. But that's why I feel that a lot of things need to be very private. She officially posted the picture and she had a new husband yesterday and all. So that was what like officially brought up the conversation with people.
So Mercy Aigbe, the actor, has remarried.
Yes.
But people didn't know.
I'm not sure people know.
So she has now revealed that she's married.
Yes, to a particular...
To someone who also happened to be in a picture with her and her husband.
Yes.
Right? And now people are throwing her for marrying the person. Okay. I get the gist. But the thing is, again, dragging children into it is never a good idea.
Do you get? I'm
never
like,
a good
can
idea.
we like?
You know the funny thing about all of us as a people? It's our sentiment that drives us.
I agree.
You don't like someone, the person makes a mistake. Look, even if it is a mistake, you will come for the person. Even if the person does something right, you will never see anything good in that person. But if it's someone that you like, you're going to make all the excuses for them in the book.
The world,
Every single excuse that has ever been printed in the book will be used. At the end of the day, when it comes to your own turn, or maybe if you have a mirror in your house, go and stand in front of that mirror and say those things you are saying about Mercy Aigbe to yourself or your mirror. You understand? And understand that you are also a sinner.
We really need to be
You're
careful. Yeah, that's it for me. Like,
because it's easier when the shoe is not pinching you, it's okay. But when you wear the shoe and it starts to pinch, you would understand. That it's not easy.
There's one gist that I forgot to tell you yesterday. Once we're done after the what's it called?
You're not going to say it here.
No, it's okay. Mommy Gio. It's a lot. Remember that Mommy Gio? There's a lot of gist. I don't even know why I forgot to show you yesterday.
Look at you.
It was, oh my God. Anyway.
Is that how you used to?
I don't know. Sorry. But please remind me once we're done.
All right.
I definitely will show you. So let's move on quickly. And
moving on. It's still the Boomba on your Boom Radio NG. Oladolupo Balogun, Shola Rogers. Breaking it down, bringing it to you. We have talked about AFCON. We've moved on from the pain. We talked about the EPL.
There is a pain.
We've moved on from the pain.
There's pain.
Yes, that's why you avoided watching both games.
Because
it was joyous and you didn't want to watch something joyous.
I didn't watch most of every other match.
Pain. There is
I ain't going to watch it.
There was pain and there is pain.
Yeah, but I'm not pained though.
Yeah, good luck to you. Pained. And again, of course, we have moved on to the matter of Davido and Wizkid. And we've talked about Mercy Aigbe, who has only recently remarried, and everybody is talking about her business.
About her business. So, moving off that, and I'm going to Nigerian politics, but I want to start this with, okay, for people that are taking alcohol, sorry, but I'm going to start with a governor that is really controversial, especially when it comes to yabbing the president, and I'm not sure you know the person I'm talking about.
Yeah, that would be the governor of Benue State.
Benue State, Governor Autumn. Yeah? So his statement, I read, quote, "They are deceiving us with the 419 rice pyramid." Okay, that's one, yeah? Mm-hmm. He now says, "I'm barred from seeing President Buhari." Okay, my question. You come out to say that President Buhari's administration is 419. That is used to deceive Nigerians. I'm not understanding why you want to see him.
He's his president now, and as a governor, he should have access.
You have a problem with him. What do you?
He doesn't have a problem with him per se. He only has a problem with his government.
Oh, we know that he has a problem with him, his government, everything.
No, he doesn't have a problem
stands with President Buhari.
He doesn't have a problem with the president. He has a problem with the president's government. He doesn't have a personal issue with the president, and that's why he's trying to see the president. He should be allowed to see the president because he's a serving governor, and the president is not supposed to be partisan when it comes to such things. I've known him not to be partisan now. He's had several meetings.
But okay, but can you really blame him? I know that he's not supposed to be partisan. He's president of everybody. Someone that comes at least once a week to come and bash you.
Oh yeah.
What
the
do
more,
you want
the
to?
more,
Okay,
the
that's
more
my point.
reason-
That what do you want to say to him?
Okay, so look at it. This is
I think it's kind of laughable. Though.
it is not laughable. For me, if I was advising President Buhari, I would tell him this man needs your attention. That's why he's always doing what he's doing. That's why he's always talking about you. That's why he's always criticizing you. So listen to him. Let him come. Let him sit down and ask him. You know, at times you need to talk to these people. You need to talk to them and say, okay, Governor Autumn, sit down. What exactly is the problem? I hear all the things you say. So what do you want me to do? Maybe he has something to offer. Maybe he has a solution to prefer. You know, I don't think it's laughable. I just think that the president also said in his inaugural speech, I am for nobody, I am for everybody.
Okay.
So be president for everybody.
We'll see how that goes. And news that I just saw now, this just dropped, as a court has granted the federal government's request to issue an arrest warrant against Diezani.
Yeah, a message dropped on the DM and all. So for those who probably don't know, what is a Diezani?
It's a Diezani. It's a Diezani. I like that.
Diezani is a person that is in charge of
That was in charge of
a lot of funds and is believed to have siphoned those funds into a magical contraption where the money disappears and we don't see it, but we know about it. So in recent times, the government has been fighting the battles against her legally. You know, so they've gone to court. At some point, some of the things were rumored to have been confiscated. At some point,
I don't think it's a rumor though.
Yeah, because remember that people were talking about bejeweled brides and
Yes,
stuff,
but
which the EFCC chairman came out to debunk some of those
some
stories.
of those things.
Not all of those things are true.
Okay.
So that's why I said rumored, because we know that the president. If you look at the way things have been done in recent times, when they're going to take over proceeds of funds of fraud, they don't just take them. They always get a court pronunciation. So I think that's what they've also done with this process now.
So what does it mean for her now? We know that there's been talks about her being in the UK.
Yeah, they've been talking
So
about.
does that
being in
mean
the
that
UK.
she's going to be moved the way?
If she's still in the UK, because at some point it was rumored also that she had gone to one country where there's no extradition treaty with Nigeria. If she's still in the UK, maybe they can go through the proper channels to begin an extradition process to extradite her, you know. But if she's not in the UK and if she's truly in a place where they don't have any extradition
There's
treaty
really nothing anybody
or
can
agreement, there's nothing the government can do except they want to go and steal her, you know.
These days, you never know. Anyway, moving on all the way to the north, there's a lot of things that the police is doing. As first things first, the police has today arraigned the suspected killer of, remember, the 5-year-old Hanifa Abubakar girl. Yeah, the 5-year-old was abducted by her teacher. The court has officially arraigned 4 people regarding death of that girl. Also today, there is been reports
There was
that
a mob action.
there was a mob action and how the school where she was killed, where it has been burnt. And I have a problem. We don't like these things. We don't like how it does, what this person did and everything. But why is it that I don't know, maybe someone needs to enlighten me why we're very quick to destroy property.
It's mob. It's a mob action, and when it's a mob thing, at times, you know, you cannot explain it. You know, tempers flaring.
This is like God knows when, since when she had died. And
no, but things always lead up to a crescendo. It's not just that people will wake up. I do not support the mob movement, but I think I understand it. I understand how maybe there's a gathering of people saying, how can this happen in our neighborhood, right under our very noses? And why would he kill her? And people getting angry. And of course, the state government already pronounced that the school was shut down.
So if the school was shut,
again,
if this person is supposed to be arraigned, and maybe we don't know, we're not the court, is found accused and is gone to jail.
Again, you know that a lot of
school most likely never be open.
There is a distrust of the system. A lot of
so
people,
what does burning the school do? It doesn't.
Oh, to them. Now I don't endorse this, but to them they have taken action. To them, they are afraid that one day the government will say, allow the guy to open the school. To them, they are afraid that if they open that school, maybe it's their own daughter or their son that is next. So they're just going to deal with this person in a way that it doesn't even come back to their community. What if he goes to court and under some technicality is let go? So this mob will think along that line that, look, we're going to take the laws into our hands. Repeating again, Shola Rogers does not support or endorse this. But I'm trying to get into the mind of the people who did it. And they'll be like, look, we're not going to let this slide. It's the same way you see people who, burn alleged criminals alive.
Like, it's still the same thing.
Do it.
And a lot of times we see how those things are actually not true.
And a lot of times they are true.
They are true, yeah, but still, everybody deserves the day in court. There is no part of it that is justifiable to me. That's what I see about it.
I'm not even going to justify it. I'm just trying to explain it based on the question you asked. Why would they do this? And they would have done it based on some of these sentiments. And it's also always possible when people don't believe in the justice system, when people do not feel that justice will be served.
So, talking about justice, we're going all the way still in the north. We're going all the way to Borno State, where the governor had ordered the arrest of some people. And officially, the police have arrested 4 suspects. And why? They assaulted a lady over a Facebook post. So this particular lady had put out a post allegedly criticizing a federal lawmaker. Now, she did, and they claim that she was lured into a particular place and she was beaten blue-black. Mm-hmm. Her restaurant was vandalized as well.
Yeah. These things, of course, have been happening before social media. Mm-hmm. It happens in all parts of the world. And now that there's social media, the same social media she has used to criticize a serving member of I think it's the House of Assembly or something in Bauchi or where again? Borno State. It's the same social media that they have now used to track her down, you get, and all of that. But sadly for them, they have been caught, which is a good thing for us as a people. I don't think that people should be attacked based on their views and their beliefs.
Yeah, everybody has. Are you saying that?
I don't know how politicians think. I don't know how brands also think. Someone has called you out on social media. Go back on the same social media and respond and prove that the person is wrong. And if the person is right, swallow your pride, bring the person close, and explain your own side of the story. And listen to that person. The person might just be the game changer for your career. So it is alleged that this so-called, assembly member paid these thugs, in quotes, to go and attack someone who had criticized him on social media. That's not his done. Look at the governor of Kaduna. When he felt that a certain person had been calling him out regularly, and he believed the person was talking a lot of dosh. You know what he did? Took him to court.
Yeah.
And the person could not substantiate any of his accusations. And we all know that did not end well for that person.
Oh, of course.
So why would you take the law into your hands and you claim to be a lawmaker?
Exactly. That's the part I don't understand. It's a very sad one. Still in the north, there's a lot of stories coming out of the north, but now let's go to Kwara State, where remember there was a lot of talk about, it was last year, about Kwara State and people wearing hijabs to school and wearing beret to school and all that. Now it's official. Kwara State Governor has of the government has officially come out to warn school principals from imposing the wearing of hijab or beret on any student. Now they're saying that anybody can wear whatever it is they want to wear to whatever school. And you are not allowed to impose a form of headgear on anybody.
This is good news.
Yeah, because it was a lot of
At some point, it was looking like the state government was
had lost control
tilting towards one side to the detriment of another side. But this is a neutral and very smart political pronouncement saying we're not going to get involved, but you two don't force people. Don't force people.
Don't force people to do.
You shouldn't do it. You really shouldn't do it.
And you know why I'm very funny about those things is that the main reason why I'm in school is the education. Get the education and leave. I get it that I'm also on the angle that when you enroll your child in a particular school, we should abide by the rules and regulations of the school and their uniform and all that and all that. I'm sorry for people that I don't think any form of headgear, from beret to hijab, is an official thing. They tell you that it's not even, but when it comes to schools, maybe they have the way of doing their things. But once it starts becoming something that is causing riots and like seriously.
When I was in primary school, our complete set as by our uniform.
Yes, had a beret
and the cap.
Yes, it did. It
was complete with the cap.
It was a whole thing. Yeah, I remember I went to a Catholic primary school. Yes, it was part of your uniform, which is why it was a problem if you didn't have your beret on. But as you're entering the school, you are being told if you do not agree, you can go back. Which is why I have a problem with when people are also going on about it. As some people don't want to wear. You do not agree with what the uniform is. You can take your child elsewhere. It is not by force.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So when you know that there's a law in existence or there are rules guiding this particular venture you are trying to get into, why are you flouting it all in the name of religion?
I don't even know why. As much as we claim, let me just put it like that, we actually claim to be a secular nation. We're very, very into religion. There's so much religion in everything, our education, politics, everything. And I'm wondering, like, when are we really going to stop this? Because for me, I think that when it comes to religion, or the way we take religion is more detrimental. Is actually stopping a lot of our, what's the word now? A lot of our development. We're being sentimental on things that, like, seriously, it's school. I would not think that it would. I remember there was an incident like that happened in, what's it called? Osho State. This was specifically in Oshogo when I was serving, when a lot of people too were arguing about wearing hijabs to school, or people did not want to wear hijabs, and because the state government agreed that people can wear hijabs to school, other people that decided to wear all sorts of things. People came in, you remember those white garment caps. Some people came in this traditional things that people tie on their hand, they tie on their, and you know the funny thing is that they weren't
like amulets.
Amulets, no. I remember very well. This happened to my friend where one person comes with a funny cap and an amulet on his arm to school, and she asked the boy to bring his parent, and of course his parent is a herbalist, and the question the parent told her was, that handbag that you're carrying, are you a Christian or a Muslim? She's like that. She's a Christian. do you have a Bible in that bag? She said, yes, that she does. Like, okay. So why can't my child
Wear an amulet.
wear an amulet to school?
That's your God. You believe your God. You carry your Bible.
And the truth is, she couldn't say anything. So until they literally had to like just stop everybody across board. Because there's a limit you can, because once you agree with one, you would agree with everybody.
I agree with you. So does that mean I agree with everybody? You're talking about being agreement.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Does that mean I agree with everybody?
No, I think I've lost at this
yes,
point.
that's the plan. Lose you. So the thing is, we are hypocrites.
I agree.
We only talk about things that favor us and how we feel. It's always about our own sentiments and our own beliefs and our feels, forgetting about how other people feel or our own feelings, actually. So, or rather. So the thing is, if you're secular, be secular.
Yeah.
If you're religious, be religious. So if we're going to say that Nigeria is secular, but we recognize Christianity, we recognize Islam, we have to recognize other religions.
Yeah. We do.
If people are
Because there's
if they want to be
freedom, everybody
Buddhist,
can
they
do
have to be
whatever
Buddhist.
they can.
We talk about the freedom of expression and freedom of association. I think it's captured under that act. Because
Yeah.
if someone wants to be an atheist, then I think you should allow them.
You definitely would allow them. There's really nothing anybody can
And
do about it.
if a school, and this is one of the things that the military had done wrong with Nigeria, taking over unity schools and everything,
Yeah.
and trying to, say that they don't belong to the owners, the CMS grammar schools of this world, King's colleges.
Yeah, that's I think that's what really started
Ansarudin, the
a lot of these
Anwaru
things.
Islam and
Yeah,
everything.
we know that
Because
some
when those
governors
schools-
are finally beginning to release those schools back.
When those schools belonged, when the Ansarudin college belonged to Ansarudin movement,
You know that
they will tell you, they don't stop Christians from joining, they don't stop any religion.
but everybody
But
has
when
to
you
wear
come,
a hijab.
if they're saying you have to wear an hijab, then wear the hijab. You're the one that voluntarily went to this school.
That's me. You go to a Catholic school,
So,
they ask you to wear a beret.
If
you
the
have to wear-
Catholic school is saying that every student must dress a certain way, then go ahead. Where's this one? Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. We had a little bit of a technical. So whatever it is that the school says, let it be like that. That's why I say we're hypocrites. But on the real to real, the education is failing, and nobody's talking
Nobody's
about
talking
it.
about. We're talking about
We're
what to
all
wear
focused
and
about religion and what they're
that's
wearing.
it. Like,
What are they learning? The outdated textbooks, have they been really upgraded? The curriculum, has it been upgraded? Has it been changed? Has it been revamped? People are talking about machine learning and AI, and we're talking about hijab and berets and cross, and I do not disrespect anybody's religion, but I'm saying
that's the least of our
we
problems.
should not put religion at the forefront of education.
Of everything else, yes, I agree.
Let us focus on how to make our children better equipped for the future. And religion is not that thing that's going to save. It's not.
It's definitely not. And talking about it, let's move off that as we're almost done. But looks like for people that drink all those alcohol in sachets and those small volume pet things, yeah? Shout out to you people. And glass bottles below 200 mils, NAFDAC has officially stopped the registration of these things. So they have come out to say that the new alcoholic drinks in sachets, the small volume PET and glass bottles above 30% alcohol per volume has been banned officially. They claim that this is there's a lot of consumption of that, which I agree with because it's cheaper. So people would probably take a lot of this. And most of the time, let's be honest ourselves, the cheaper the alcohol, the less refined it is. And the more dangerous it is for your body. Unfortunately, it's the one most people consume a lot because it's very cheap. But NAFDAC has come out to say that it is officially banned.
Okay. Nice move, would you say? Oh, Joshua feels it's a good move because it's cheaper. But guess what? Let me play the devil's advocate and say, I don't think it's the best way to go. So if they're buying their cheap alcohol in a sachet, and let's say it's 50 naira, but because of the volume, the alcoholic volume and the quantity, they can't buy them in sachets anymore. Because of the volume, and they can't buy those small plastic bottles. We don't want to demarket any brand, so we know the popular names. They can't buy them anymore. But the bigger versions of those things are not banned.
No, they're not banned. They're claiming that it's also to help underage alcohol consumption.
So the underage alcohol consumption cannot happen to the people who buy the big bottles of the same brand.
That's not me. I'm not.
So when boys have like okay, this one has 100 naira, this one has 50 bucks.
So everybody adds money together and just buy one big bottle.
And they just come and buy a big. What difference does it make?
Does it make? I get it. I really think that for me, it's not even about the underage consumption. Those things lead. There's so
That's
much
my
litter
issue. I thought it was even more about
all
the
over the
environment
place. God,
and how people just dump
so
them
much litter all
on
over the
streets
place.
and in the gutters and everything. You know, but banning it per se at the small sachets, I'm not sure it's a solution.
Maybe not for alcohol consumption, but when it comes to maybe the nylon and the unrecyclable things, yes, I think I'm on that. And finally, before we go, the NDLEA, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, has raided a relaxation center popularly called The Garden in Abuja. And they've arrested 6 persons for selling drugs, drug cookies, and noodles. Looks like that's the way they...
Yeah, there's drugs in everything now. And they have different names for it. Even you, when you sing to some of these songs that you sing along to,
yeah,
you don't know that you're talking about drugs and stuff because it's coded and everything.
But it's funny because for me, I'm like, now, even hanging out now, it's very scary. Let's put it like that, because at times I also do not think that everybody actually knows what they're taking. I don't think it's everybody that knows that a lot of things that they're taking is actually not there's some that are laced. We've heard of stories where people just innocently like order things. Or take this bar for example. Are you saying that everybody that goes there specifically orders for those? Or some people might just unknowingly just, and that's a lot of causes a lot of issues.
But quite contrary to what you said, and it shouldn't be a contradiction per se. It's a different opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The average price of a cookie is like known. Yeah, okay, a homemade cookie.
Maybe 100 naira, like
200,
naira, yeah.
300. If someone is now selling one cookie for 1K, same size, what are you buying?
Okay.
What are you buying?
Okay.
You know you're buying a drug-laced cookie.
Okay.
You know?
I get your point now.
A lot of people
know that
they shouldn't hide behind ignorance to say they didn't know what it was getting into. You have issues.
That's a
lie.
Okay, I think we can still talk about it. So Forbes list is out again for 2022, and for the 11th year in a row, Aliko Dangote, who is supposed to be SL's friend,
my friend now, Ali.
He's the richest.
He's my friend now.
African.
Yeah, he called me.
Worth an estimated $13.9 billion.
They're lying. It's double that, but it doesn't want people to know.
Last year it was about $12.1 billion.
And you know that recently there was this surge in his income.
Yeah, it said following a 30% increase in the stock price of Dangote cement.
Yeah, The thing is that Aliko Dangote is worth much more than that, you know. But we're not going to argue with Forbes. They've said their own. Now waiting the sabi be that. That's what they know, you know. But you know, as my guy, you know, Aliko.
Your guy.
Aliko na my guy. Aliko na my guy. As my guy, you know. Seriki me sugar. Seriki me inama. Seriki me goro.
What?
That's the way Sonny Ade hails him, and he loves Sonny to bits.
Okay.
So. By the time the major investments that he's made in oil and gas and stuff come on stream this year, this time next year, the discussion we'll be having is different, man.
The story is about
sorry.
His refinery, who's supposed to be the largest in Africa, is supposed to come on stream second half of 2022.
By third quarter. I think September is the projected month.
So on that note,
that's when we are all going there to.
Yes.
If you want to come, I'll take you. Don't worry. I'm a nice guy.
Anyway, on that note, goodbye. But something just popped up. The former Speaker of the House of Representatives, who is still in the House of Representatives, anyways, Yakubu Dogara, has been stripped of his traditional title. Wow.
A lot of things are happening there. We're gonna keep a close tab on this one.
Maybe and was stripped for failing to sympathize with the emirs of Bauchi and Das after they were attacked by hoodlums. Okay, so how is that?
Was that the real reason why he was stripped?
Okay, at this point, let's go and be going, because this point, I'm not even sure.
Even you can be stripped of your microphone.
Of my microphone at this point. So on that note, that's all we have to take today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll be back again tomorrow with another wonderful edition of The Bar. It's 3 p.m. West African time on boomradio.com.ng. Peace.